Hey guys, it's Raymond back in with another video, here to give you something that you probably did not expect at all. I'm here to give you guys my review of NJPW Wrestle Kingdom 12 2018 pay-per-view review. Okay guys, I'll be honest with you, I'm not like the biggest New Japan expert in the world, because believe it or not, this was actually my first New Japan show. Um, that I watched on full and watched live. And this is Japan's equivalent to, or I should say, New Japan's equivalent to WrestleMania. And oh my god, guys, this show was absolutely amazing. There, I was very rarely ever bored. You know what? I was never bored throughout this entire show. Every single match on here was at least 3 stars. Seriously, I just had an absolute blast. Even though I got a bit tired near the end of the show, especially, that's just because of how I am. I probably should have thought of a better word for that, but anyway, sorry if you can hear the TV. SpongeBob's on TV, but yeah, absolutely amazing show. The last 2 matches, man, were just incredible, man. I couldn't believe how amazing they were, like, seriously. And yes, I did kind of watch because of that one match that we all heard about for this show, and the main event, man, was absolutely tremendous. 4 days into 2018, well, 5 days for me now, because the show started for me January 4th at around 9 p.m. or 8 p.m. if you include the pre-show, and ended about 2 a.m. January 5th for me, New Zealand time zone. But oh my god, this match was absolutely amazing. The show was absolutely amazing. I don't know if I'll review any more New Japan shows after I review this one. Except for Wrestle Kingdom. I think Wrestle Kingdom's a given. Or I should say the January 4th show. You know what I mean. So without further ado, let's go on to reviewing these matches. And I'm so sorry if I mess up a bit or if I gave the wrong star ratings. My star ratings for the show, by the way, are in the description if you want to see. So yeah. First, we start off with the pre-show, and we got the 2018 New Japan Rumble, and this was awesome. There were a lot of really awesome characters showing up in this. There was actually a guy from New Zealand in there, a Māori guy from New Zealand. That was awesome seeing him. Like when I saw him, I was like, "Wait, is he?" And then the commentators mentioned it, and I was like, "Oh my god!" And that was absolutely awesome. And yep, this was pretty much a Royal Rumble match. There are only 16 competitors though. I may be wrong with that count, and you can also win by pinfall. Instead of, as well as throwing over the top rope. I'm not sure what reward you get for winning this Rumble, but it's cool that New Japan actually has their own version of the Royal Rumble. That's awesome, and I really enjoyed that quite a bit. It was a pretty solid, New Japan Rumble. Yeah, I'm not. This was the first time I was watching it, so. And I really don't know most of the people who were in the Rumble. I knew Yuji Nagata and Jayushin Thunder Liger, and that's about it. But it was really cool, He actually had this guy in there. I forgot his name, but he had a really hot chick accompanying him to a ring, hot Asian chick. That was awesome seeing him, and there's actually a wrestler named Cheeseburger in there. That was pretty funny. And yeah, I don't know what else to say really. I'll just say that the winner of the match turned out to be Masahito Kakihara. I don't know who he is, but I heard he actually he recently had a battle with cancer. Sorry to hear that, by the way, but so that was kind of like his present, I guess. He got to win this Rumble, which was pretty cool. So yeah, and I don't see why he doesn't deserve it. So yeah, Alright, that was a pretty fun Rumble. Yeah, this is the first of these I've seen, you know. So yeah. Um, then Wrestle Kingdom officially begins, and we open up with the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Tag Team Championship match. Roppongi 3K, who are the champions, versus the Young Bucks. And this was the perfect match to open the show. It was fun, it was exciting, it got you pumped up for the rest of the show, you know, like openers should, you know. And the way the match started out was awesome. It was funny at the same time. You had one of the Young Bucks and one of 3K's members having the other team's members in the sharpshooter at the same time. And they saw each other while they were both doing the sharpshooters. And they were slapping each other in the face at the same time. That was really funny, and that was really fun too. And I really loved that. And it was just a lot of like diving moves. That was awesome. Some awesome outside of the ring action, like the Young Bucks actually did like a powerbomb to Rocky Romero, who was 3K's manager. So whatever. And yeah, pretty much the same. Pretty much just them going at it for nearly 20 minutes. Absolute blast of a match. And the way the match ended, was awesome. I hope the Young Bucks would win, and they did. They won by submission. Probably a sharpshooter. Can't remember exactly, but yeah, that was awesome. I really like that. And I'm so happy that Young Bucks won the titles. Enough said. Then we have the next match. We have the Gauntlet match for the Never Openweight 6-man Tag Team Championship. We have oh boy, we have a lot of teams here. We have the Bullet Club, consisting of Bad Luck Fale, Tonga, and Tanga, who are the champions, against Michael Elgin and War Machine, against, I'll say versus Suzuki-gun, consisting of Taichi, Takashi, Iizuka, Iizuka, and Zack Sabre Jr. versus Taguchi Japan, consisting of Robinson, Ryusuke, Taguchi, and Togi Makabe. And this was a pretty solid match, pretty fun match, you know. I did enjoy it for what it was, especially when I think it was the second to last teams. It was just really intense, a lot of fun stuff. I really enjoyed what Michael Elgin did in this match, and what Trent Beretta did in this match. And it's nice to see Trent Beretta doing stuff, you know, after WWE. So I'm happy for him. And yeah, this match was really fun. And Chaos actually won. That was awesome. I wanted them to win. I wasn't sure if I could. I wanted either them or the Bullet Club to win. Man, yeah, I really like that. So, and I was so happy that they won. And yeah. Then we have the next match. We have the singles match, and this match was originally for the ROH World Championship. Cody versus Kota Ibushi. Now, I kind of wish this was for the ROH World Championship. It would have made it mean a lot more, you know. But either way, this match turned out to be absolutely as awesome, maybe even more awesome than I expected it to be. This is probably my favorite match of Cody Rhodes ever. Seriously, Cody, this is literally the first match I've seen of Cody Rhodes after WWE. And I heard people saying he was an amazing wrestler, and he is. He is absolutely an amazing wrestler. He's doing amazing in the indies. And I liked his hair, by the way. He had kind of like blonde dyed hair, which the commentator said was actually for a movie. I thought it was like a tribute to his father, Dusty Rhodes, but it just happened to be for a movie, so it's cool anyway. And this match was absolutely awesome. Just awesome. It started off with great technical wrestling. And just a lot of awesome moves from both guys. And this one spot in the match, man, oh my god. You had Cody Rhodes, he had Kota Ibushi on the apron, and he did a freaking crossroads, and they were like flying off, and it was freaking amazing. I was like, oh my god, I knew he was going to do the crossroads, but the way it looked when he did it was just, it made me jump out of my chair probably. It definitely like made my heart race a bit, like, because of how freaking awesome it was. And there was this other awesome spot in the match. We had Kota Ibushi trying to jump over to attack Cody Rhodes, and his wife Brandy Rhodes was with him when Kota Ibushi did that, and it looked like Kota Ibushi hit her as well. So, and he was feeling really guilty, and he was like, I don't want to do this match anymore. You know, I just want to get this woman to safety, get this woman some help. And then Cody bashes the crap out of Kota Ibushi as he's doing that. And we see Cody Rhodes and Brandy Rhodes together on the ground, laughing so evilly because it was part of the plan. And I was like, oh, bruh, that was amazing. And the match ended, a lot of awesome counters, very exciting stuff. And Kota Ibushi won. How did he win? Hold on. I know. Yeah. Oh wait. Crap. I forgot how he won, but maybe I think it was a diving move. I'm probably wrong. I'm wrong, aren't I? But either way, Kota Ibushi won, defeats Cody Rhodes. I predicted Cody would win, but when I saw the way this match was going, I was like, Kota Ibushi is gonna win, and he did, and it was an absolutely amazing match. Love this match, and this match is only like this is only my 4th favorite match of the night. Holy crap, that's what's up. Then we have the next match, for the IWGP Tag Team Championship. We have Killer Elite Squad, consisting of Davey Boy Smith Jr. and Lance Archer, defending against Los Ingobernables de Japón, consisting of Evil and Sonata. When I review this match, I'm just gonna call them Evil and Sonata. And this was a good match. I wasn't too into it. I was flicking back and forth through Facebook a lot during this match. But I'll say one thing. Davey Boy Smith Jr. He was wearing like jeans as a tribute to his father, of course, the British Bulldog, Davey Boy Smith. That was cool. Someone pointed that out on Twitter, and I was like, oh, and that was awesome. And yeah, the way the match started was awesome. Evil and Sonata did like a powerbomb, boom, straight away, 1, 2. We thought it was gonna be a squash, but nope. I think Davey Boy kicks them out just before the 3 count. That was awesome. And it's pretty much just a regular match that and I know this is WWE, but pretty much like a regular match that you'd see on Raw, honestly, like a regular tag team match, but it was still good for what it was. Probably easily my least favorite match of the night, you know. But Evil and Sonata actually won. I was actually very impressed with their performances throughout this match, because I was pretty much just cheering for the Killer Elite Squad, but as I was watching the match, I was really impressed by what Evil and Sonata were doing, and I really liked it. I really liked it when they won. So yeah. Then we have the next match. We have a hair versus hair match for the Never Openweight Championship. We have Minoru Suzuki defending against Hiroki Goto, and this match was awesome. It was just a lot of excellent storytelling, hard-hitting action. They were just going at it, you know. Both of these guys refused to lose, and they were doing a lot of stuff to each other. It was absolutely awesome. And the way the match ended was even better. Well, not the way the match ended, but what happened after the match. Goto got the win. He's the new Never Openweight champion. And as you know, this is a hair versus hair match, so you know Suzuki has to, get his hair cut. So here's what happened after the match. I thought Suzuki was going out, refusing to get his hair cut. Being like the typical heel. Who refuses to do what they're supposed to after they lose. And but here's what happened. He went to get his own chair, and then he hit the chair that was in the ring already for him. And then he was like, "No, screw that. I'm getting my own chair. I'm using my own chair. I'm not using yours." And he snatched the razor from Goto's hand, shaved his head off himself. There. And I really loved and appreciated that, It's like he hates ass to do it, but he's not a man without honor, I guess. And I really love that about that post-match segment. That was awesome. Like, I couldn't help but clap for Suzuki, Like, that was great. It really was. Then we have the next match. Four-way match for the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Championship. We have Marty Scurll. Funny thing, the whole time I've been hearing about this guy, over social media, because of the way his name is spelled, I always thought it was Marty Scurll. It's actually Marty Scurll. Defending against Hiromu Takahashi, Kushida, and Will Ospreay. This was an absolutely freaking amazing match. This was the best match of the night up to this point. It was just started off like, oh, come on, Marty, because he was just letting the other three guys beat each other up. He was like, no, I'm not doing this. But then when he's forced to get back in the ring, stuff goes down. There's a lot of awesome spots in this match. A lot of just insane stuff. I don't even want to name some of the spots they did in this match because then I'd forget and then I'd feel bad about certain spots that I forgot to mention. But they did so many awesome spots. They fought up the outside of the ring. It was such a blast to watch this match. And Will Ospreay, man, I was rooting for him to win. And guess what? At the end, he won. Okay, new IWGP Junior Heavyweight Champion, Will Ospreay. Dang right, he deserves it, man. I was so freaking happy because he stole the show for me. Him and Marty Scurll, And the other two were good too. But this match was just absolutely awesome. Just so much fun. Just, how can you not like this match? Seriously, how can you not like this whole show, honestly? So, yeah. Then we have the next match. IWGP Intercontinental Championship match. Hiroshi Tanahashi defending against Jay White. This was a good match. I guess I was just burnt out from two excellent matches in a row. That being the hair versus hair match and the four-way match that a lot of people couldn't get into it. I guess myself included, but it was still a good match for what it was. Hiroshi Tanahashi versus Jay White. By the way, Jay White is actually a freaking New Zealander. When I found that out, I was like, holy shit, he's got to win. And I was hoping Jay White would win, just because he's a New Zealander. But he didn't. But with the way they were telling the story in this match, it made perfect sense, And that was awesome. Okay, the storytelling. Start off, Jay White lost. Still a good match, but not the best match in the world. So yeah. Now we go to the next match, guys. And this is the one match we've all been watching the show for. No disqualification match for the IWGP United States Heavyweight Championship. Kenny Omega defending against Chris Jericho. This match was insane, guys. This match was everything you could have ever dreamed it would be. It was absolutely amazing. It started off just brawling. A lot of awesome counters. They fought outside the ring really early, and they set a table up. Then they went to the fighting area. They went to the crowd area, and Chris Jericho had Kenny Omega. Kenny Omega went onto the apron, did like a did like a moonsault off there. That was awesome. And then Chris Jericho put him in the Walls of Jericho on the outside. And then Chris Jericho slapped the referee because it is a no DQ match. And I think he put the referee in the Walls of Jericho. And then he put the referee's son in the Walls of Jericho as well. And that was just insane. And he was like, "How do you look? How do you feel about your son being in this position?" or something like that. And then Kenny Omega got him out. And they just did an amazing brawl and stuff. Throughout the outside area, and I think Kenny Omega did another amazing moonsault off or something. That was awesome. Then they got back in the ring, and the match pretty much is just in the ring for the rest of the match. Well, for the most part, you know, and a lot of amazing technical moves. This Chris Jericho, man, in this match, he reminded me of what he was like in 2001. Because at most, I thought this match would just, like, at most be like 4 stars. And I was like, man, imagine if it was 2001 Jericho against Kenny Omega now. That would be absolutely amazing. But Chris Jericho, man, he brought out his 2001 self, honestly, in this match. And it was amazing. It reminded me so much of his matches back then. This match was just amazing. I love this match so much. And there was so many great counters. Jericho doing the line salt a couple of times. He landed an amazing code breaker near the end, by the way. And there were times when I thought Kenny Omega had lost, but he didn't. And this match was just balls to the wall. It was intense. It was amazing. You had Jericho and Omega just wrestling for so long, and I told you that earlier in the match that they set up the table on the outside right well. I think Jericho was trying to do a move to Kenny Omega, but then Kenny Omega, I think, did like a drop kick onto Jericho, and he crashed through the table. That was absolutely freaking awesome. Oh, by the way, earlier when Kenny Omega did the moonsault off the apron or something, they actually crashed through the announce table for that. I forgot to mention that, but that was another amazing spot. And the ending, there's probably other spots I forgot, but probably too many to name anyway. But the ending, man, the ending was awesome. Chris Jericho tried to do the line salt on Kenny Omega again. Kenny Omega grabbed the chair. Boom! He threw the chair onto Chris Jericho's back, and Chris Jericho was still holding on to the ropes. And then Kenny Omega went under Chris Jericho, who was holding on to the ropes, standing on the second ropes. And he did the one-winged angel onto Chris Jericho onto a chair. And by the way, Kenny Omega got busted open in this match. That was awesome. And after Kenny Omega did the one-winged angel, I think it's called the one-winged angel. Let me go check. Yeah, one-winged angel. And he did it onto Chris Jericho onto a chair. 1, 2, 3. Kenny Omega defeats Chris Jericho after an amazing match. This isn't even match of the night to me, honestly. But this match was amazing. And oh man, what else? And yeah, that was the match. It was amazing. And oh yeah, I heard that there might have been a plan with WWE to that Kenny Omega was going to make an appearance in this year's Royal Rumble match, and then there'd be another Kenny Omega Chris Jericho match at WrestleMania 34. But I find that doubtful, honestly. If that was gonna happen, I feel like Kenny Omega would have dropped the belt by now, the US title belt by now. Not to Chris Jericho. Like if that, like it probably would have been just a one-on-one match. This match, if that was the case, but I highly doubt that. It would be so awesome if it did happen. Am I right? But I don't think that will happen. But I'm so grateful and glad that we got this match right here. Omega Jericho, amazing match. A part of me thinks it might be Chris Jericho's last match ever. Speaking of Chris Jericho's matches, honestly, this was Chris Jericho's best match in so long. Honestly, his best match since CM Punk at Extreme Rules 2012. Maybe even Shawn Michaels at No Mercy 2008, before I was even a wrestling fan, and maybe even since his match against Shawn Michaels at WrestleMania 19. This match was that freaking good, guys. Please, if you have the time, of course, try to watch this match, or at least try to watch highlights of this match, because it's an amazing match. And yeah, it was incredible, man. I'm probably repeating myself, but yeah. So that was that match, that epic dream match that we've been waiting for all night. Then we got on to the main event, and this match, I absolutely loved this match as I was watching it. I loved every single second of the main event, man. Let's get on with it. IWGP Heavyweight Championship match. Kazuchika Okada defending against Tetsuya Naito. I don't think I pronounced it completely right, but what can you do? This match was amazing. Like, from the get-go, the storytelling was like, Okada thinks this might be it. Like, this might be when he finally loses, because he's held the title since what, 2016? I believe June 19th, 2016 was when he won the title. And here he is, against someone who has beaten him before, and it was gold. Okay, it started off a bit slow, but I actually liked that, because I felt like it worked completely. Started off with great technical wrestling. You had Naito just ganging in on Okada, and it was just intense. Okada getting dominated for a lot of the match, and it was like, oh my god, I think Okada might actually lose. And what's Naito's finisher called again? I'm just gonna figure it out. Destino. Yep. He did that like 3 times in this match to Okada, and Okada kicked out every time, and I was like, and when he did it like the 3rd time, I was like, oh my god, this is it, isn't it? Because I was rooting for Okada all the way, honestly, and yeah, and he did Stardust press onto Okada, and it was just amazing, back and forth, non-stop action after that, and Okada hitting the Rainmaker. At first, he did the Rainmaker like very desperately, and that was just awesome. And then the match was over. The match was over 30 minutes long, guys. The match was about the same length as Omega Jericho, and the commentators were like, "We are 30 minutes into this match." And when he said that, I was like, "Are you kidding me? It's been 30 minutes? That didn't feel like 30 minutes at all," because I was just so into the match. I was having an absolute ball watching it, and when Okada finally retained at the end, I was like, yes, thank you. And a lot of people online are pissed off that Okada retained, but too bad. Honestly, too bad for you. Alright, I'm happy he did. I got what I wanted, and I'm so happy. Amazing match. Wrestle Kingdom 12 was absolutely amazing. 10 out of 10 show. Can't wait for Wrestle Kingdom next year, honestly, and yeah, that's my first time reviewing this. I hope I made a good first impression, and yeah, guys, so yeah, that's about it. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you have a great day, and peace out.